Hi there, we're at Idlewild, California, up in the mountains, and we're at the Idlewild Film Festival. My name's Matteo Ribaudo, and I'm a filmmaker from Los Angeles. I'm originally from New York, and we're screening Silverlake Video, and we're really excited. It's about a guy who owns a video store, and he's losing his shirt to Netflix and Blockbuster, and on his last day to get a business partner, he gets a call from his girlfriend saying, "We need to talk." So the entire day he's trying to hold on to his store as well as his girlfriend. We had about 31 actors, great crew. As far as the actors go, we had the wonderful Patricia Ray, who's very funny. Sean King plays Ben, the lead. And Scott Krinsky, Jake Head, and Mark Christopher Lawrence, and Jeanette O'Connor, and many other talented friends of mine. We had a great cinematographer, Scott Carruthers, and edited by Ramon Francois. And look, we got squirrels everywhere. I know you didn't probably see that, but it scared me. But once again, we're at the Idlewild Film Festival, having a great time. Filmmaking is a very unique process, especially in the independent film world. And when we started Silverlake Video, it was a very interesting journey because we were supposed to make another film, and unfortunately, the money dropped out. And they told me on Christmas Eve that they weren't going to do the movie anymore. So come January, I was pretty salty, and I wrote Silverlake Video. And Silverlake Video is it's a comedy, and I initially said, you know what, I'm just going to put all my friends in it, and we're going to make this movie for nothing. Then a little bit of money came in, and then a little more money came in, and the next thing we know, we're in production in March of 2009. So it's now 2012, and through the editing process and the screenwriting process, I think we have a very funny film. I hope that someday you get to see it, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So the future of Make It Happen Films, which is my company, we have a couple of TV pilots that we're putting together, and we also have some feature films that we're going to be working on. We look to shoot a new film this year, as well as the TV pilots. My background is I started as an actor in New York. Then as I moved to Los Angeles, I worked my way into directing and writing. I have over 20 screenplays at this point. And the cast of Silverlake Video, which is screening at the Idlewild Film Festival, they have some movies coming out, like Patricia Ray. She has The Wedding, starring Robert De Niro and Diane Keaton, and she's one of the leads in it, so we're looking forward for that coming out for her. And Scott Krinsky's just finishing up Chuck, along with Mark Christopher Lawrence. Silverlake Video is a comedy, but I kind of lean towards dramatic and thrillers as far as a genre, so we're really looking forward to coming out with our next piece. I've met a lot of people along the way, starting as an actor and now directing and producing. And the one thing that I learned is the independent film spirit. And it takes a lot of gumption and ambition and drive, and never give up as an independent filmmaker, because there's going to be roadblocks along the way. Even the studios have roadblocks along the way. They might have a little bit more money, but the obstacles for an independent filmmaker can be great in your eyes, but there's nothing that you can't do as long as you have the heart and the soul of what you want to be as an artist. So keep making films. All right, all you newbie filmmakers out there, I'm not the most seasoned veteran, but I've learned a couple of tricks here and there. The one thing that I could suggest to you as a filmmaker is ask. The worst thing they can do is say no. And what I mean by ask is, well, maybe there's someone's backyard that would be perfect for a landscape of New York, even though you're in Palm Springs, California. Ask them, say, would you mind if we shot our film there? And maybe they say yes. Maybe they're in the shot. Make it worth their while. Feed them. Speaking of feeding people, one thing that you can do to make your crew and your cast happy is always have good, hot food for them to eat. Because there's nothing worse than a grumpy grip or crew member that isn't getting paid a lot of money, so the one thing that they are getting is food. And I think a lot of times as independent filmmakers, you think the box of macaroni and cheese and the salad is enough for a crew member, and you feed them that every day. Don't do that. Try to make it a variety. As far as the filmmaking aspect, always be nice to everybody, because somewhere down the road, you never know when you're going to cross paths again, and you never want to burn a bridge. In the post world, have patience and be very very detailed in your camera logs, your script supervising logs, so that in the post process it runs smoothly, because it's not going to. One important aspect with post-production when you are an independent filmmaker is that you might not be able to color correct the whole thing, but you could at least get the scenes close enough. But that's important. And the matter of takes that you do in filmmaking, I know it's the digital world and people just let the camera roll, but when it comes time to post, you want the actor to do 3 takes, 5 takes the tops. And yeah, here and there you might get somewhere where someone flubs a line like I have during these interviews, but you got to save those for special times when you really need it, because it's so important. Time is money, whether it's shooting or in post. Get your sound right. Check with your sound guy, say, did we get it? Because sound is just as important as your camera and your lighting. Being at the Idlewild Film Festival this year in 2012, I met a lot of great filmmakers, and I want to thank Steve Savage and Will Wallace for opening up their doors to Silverlake Video. I also want to thank my parents and the cast and crew. My eyes are watering right now because it's very cold out here and I'm not used to this stuff. But if you're an independent filmmaker, the one thing that you can check out as far as distribution, there's a lot of new outlets with the internet. But underdogs, you might want to give them a shout, because they'll fight for you as an independent filmmaker, and they really want to help out. Thanks again, and have a great filmmaking future, everybody. See ya. I'm Matteo Ribaudo.